Today, I'm gonna show you how to turn this into this.
Miso Ramen. Miso Ramen. Miso Ramen. It don't take a long time to make.
What's up, guys? I'm Kenna from Kenna's Kitchen, and today I want to show you guys how to make your very own miso ramen. Everybody knows this. Your basic college midnight snack. It's gotten me through some tough times, so I love my ramen. But as an adult, it just doesn't fill me up anymore, so I found a way to spice it up, make it a little heartier. This takes about 3 minutes. For an extra 10 to 15 minutes, you can have something so much better, so much more filling, and just a burst of flavor in your mouth. So I dare you to give it a try. But let's get right to the episode. Let's do it. All right, so I've got some ingredients. Most of them are just always in my fridge. The eggs, carrots, scallions / green onions, garlic. Those are always in my fridge. The ramen is always in my pantry. So I've got my soy sauce here, sesame oil, Sriracha, that's how you say it, Sriracha, some ground ginger. For things that are just kind of in my freezer or fridge sometimes, that I might have to buy especially, is just frozen corn and some white miso paste. Okay, so it's prep time. First things first, I like to open my corn up. I'm not gonna be using all of this corn. I'll probably use 1/3 of the bag for Travis and I. That is just up to your preference. I just kind of open them up, put them in a little drainer or colander or strainer, or what's the actual word for these?
Colander?
No.
Steamer?
No. Anyway, I've got some corn here. This one's a really fun one. I'm just gonna run it under some cool water just to get it not frozen anymore. And then I'm gonna come back and prep the other veggies. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get the egg water up to boiling. On the packet of ramen, it says you're gonna need 2 cups per package. So since we're doing 3, I'm gonna do 6 cups in a large pot. Now I'm gonna turn this on to a high heat. So I probably only need like 2 scallions, maybe 3, because we're really into them right now. Cut off those parts. And let's give them like a little bit of a dramatic slice. Just looks prettier in the bowl. For the carrots, this is what I like to do. I've got this like carrot thing.
Peeler.
Peeler.
Just a peeler.
Just a peeler. So I'm gonna peel off the outer edges. I know I can eat them, and I normally do, but for today, I'm not gonna.
It's gotta be camera ready.
Yeah, exactly. So I like to kind of just put some force into it and get like these thicker, oops. Yeah, this is a smaller, weaker carrot.
Showing
for
off
sure.
those guns again.
See if I can flick one your way. Is he ready?
Oh my God.
Okay, so they're a little thicker than your average peel would, because I'm just kind of putting a little force into it.
Now you have a carrot shiv.
Exactly. Come here, ramen.
Jeez.
This is how you make a carrot shiv. You kind of get the edges. If the guard comes, just take a bite. All right, got some carrots. Let's do that same thing with the other one. I'm gonna stop. All right, now I'm gonna get some garlic, and I'm just gonna mince this garlic to saute with the corn. All right, egg water is to a boil. Now that the egg water is boiling, I'm gonna get the eggs out of the fridge. We are soft boiling these eggs, and I think that a super important part of soft boiling them is for them to be cold from the fridge. You put them in the water, you know, has to reboil. Then they're soft boiled in 6 minutes. So it's boiled. Let me get my favorite thing to put them in the water with. This thing. I love this thing. Quit following me. I got my eggs. And this is how I do it. I put them in here.
Just like Easter.
And then I set them. So, because you don't want to drop them because they'll crack. So you got to kind of set them in there gently. All right, then I come back over and do the same thing. And there we go. Okay, let me move back over here. I've just placed the eggs in the egg water. They are gonna boil for 6 minutes, so I have to watch the egg water. When the egg water's back to boiling, I say, hey Alexa, start a timer for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
Alrighty guys, I've got all the ramen out. I'm gonna drop them in here. All right, so I'm gonna try and get them all underwater. I'm gonna open all these packets and drop them in. Once this water is boiling, we're gonna cook for 3 minutes. You guys ever have the issue where you like go and put the sauce packet in, but the moisture, the steam makes them stick to the inside of the bag? Stupid.
Stupid.
All right, we're moving fast now. Now we've got an additional pan, our third pan. I'm gonna put it on a medium-high heat. This is the pan that we're going to cook the corn in. And if you want, you can cook the carrots in too. I like to cook my carrots a little bit, but first, just give them some flavor. So I'm gonna get that warm. I'm gonna toss this soup around. We're getting close. For the eggs, we need some ice water, right? Perfect. All right. He helped. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some sesame oil in my pan. Give it a nice swirl. Kind of coat the bottom here. All right, we're gonna get that hot. We're gonna stir this up. These eggs should be very close to done. We're just gonna kind of work on the fly. So I've got a hot pan here. I'm gonna add some garlic and I'm gonna saute that for like 30 seconds. Whew, smells delicious. All right, now I'm gonna add in my corn. And I'm gonna kind of get that flat on the pan. Remember, we're trying to kind of blister it. All right, looks like my eggs are done. So I've got 30 seconds to get my eggs out. I'm just gonna kind of scoop them out very gently here and just set them super gently in the ice bath. And we're gonna set them to the side until we're done. Now my soup is done. I'm gonna take it over here to the sink and just bring my noodles out. I'm not gonna get rid of the broth. Got most of the noodles out. It's okay if you don't get all of them. Give them a spritz with water just so they don't stick together, and bring your soup back over, and we're going on a super low heat, just to simmer. Now we've got the corn. We're gonna give it a stir. And at this point, we're gonna add some ground ginger. If you like ginger, add a lot. If you don't like ginger, don't add any. If you kinda like it, just add a little bit. We're gonna mix that around just a smidge and leave it again flat. While we're letting the corn kind of blister, we're gonna move back over to our broth. We're on a low heat, we're simmering. We're gonna make it, right now it's just chicken ramen. Got a ladle, some broth right in here. Probably about half a cup. We're gonna take probably a tablespoon. I'm gonna test it before I add it, but thinking a tablespoon's gonna be good. So I like the color of my corn right now. The corn is cooked, and when it's frozen, just needs to be heated up. So, you know, if you can just throw it right in the soup if you want to. I really enjoy cooking it with a little bit of sesame oil and some ginger. I think it adds some really good flavors in there. All right, so I'm gonna move that to a bowl. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the carrots, just because I really like those flavors. I'm gonna put a little bit more sesame oil put it to probably a medium-low heat with the carrots. They're pretty thin. So while I let this pan just heat up, let me explain to you why I brought the broth out to a separate little bowl. If I would have thrown the white miso into this, it would have gotten lost. There would have been a clump of white miso in there, and someone would have been like, when they ate it. And so I take a little bit, we're gonna mix. You know, I think I'm actually gonna do 2 tablespoons since we have 6 cups. While I'm doing this, I'm just gonna add some garlic. We're gonna add the carrots, because we don't wanna burn the garlic. So I'm just gonna get something else in that pan. Where'd this go? Oh, run away. And we're gonna throw some ginger on there as well. All right, so same thing. We're just gonna kind of smush against the outside of the whatever utensil or basin you're using. See how look at the difference in that broth. Miso-y, it's creamier looking. Then you've got your just basic chicken broth. And now we're gonna add them. Oh no, clumps. Let me get a little more broth. So if there were some clumps at the bottom, just add a little more broth and make sure you get all those clumps out. All right, so now I'm gonna add some soy sauce. I will measure it out for you guys and for myself when I'm doing. I'm gonna do 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. All right, we're gonna stir my carrots. I like a little color on these as well. My carrots are done. I'm just gonna take these out of a hot pan before I plate. Got all my stuff for my thing except for the eggs. So I have to go to the sink to do this because I like to peel eggs under running water. Get off of these eggs, you shell. Oh no, gotta be gentle. They're only soft boiled. Moving on over. Okie dokie, let's make ramen. Okay, first things first, you're just gonna put some ramen, the noodle part, in the bowl. Okay. That's Travis's bowl, so he gets a little bit more. You're just gonna ladle in some broth. You're gonna go over to our little section that we've got here, and you're gonna build whatever you have decided you're gonna put in your ramen. Today I have scallions, carrots, corn, soft boiled, eggs. We're gonna do some eggs. We're gonna do some corn. In the corner. And then we're gonna do some carrots. I wanna wait till the scallions, they sink really quickly, so for visual, let's wait to the end. Let's do the eggs. So these are soft boiled, so once you open them up, you're gonna wanna move them quick. Ooh, it's leaking. All right, set it in there. Okay, all right, I'm gonna take some green scallions and put them in the ramen. Okay, then I'm gonna take some sriracha and I'm gonna drizzle it on the top. If you like it really spicy, do a lot. If you don't like any spice, don't do any or just do a little bit. I like a little bit of spice, so I do like one little swig. Okay. And then I'm gonna just top it with some sesame seeds. And a dash of red pepper flakes. Okay, so now that I've got all my toppings in, me personally, I like to put just like a dash of soy sauce in each one of the eggs. Because at ramen places, they have soy sauce marinated soft-boiled eggs. So this kind of brings it all together. All right, so with that note, grab yourself some chopsticks, get to eating.
In honor of Shark Week.
In honor of Shark Week. Here, ready? Hold on.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah! So yeah, you grab your chopsticks and you've got your bowl of ramen. Oh, so strong.
All right, let's taste it.
All right, the time has come. I'm gonna taste it. My favorite part of this is the soft-boiled eggs. So I'm gonna grab a piece of that and then take my bite. All right. I just want it all. Slurping is, damn it. Slurping is accepted. I got a bunch of sriracha in that bite, but so good. And I know you guys are like, hey, those are trainer chopsticks. But I saw these at the beach and it was Shark Week, so I had to have them. I know how to use real chopsticks, I'll prove it. Let me even get an egg, because that's like the ultimate chopstick test. So good. Yummy. If you liked what you saw today, please hit that subscribe button. Please like it, do not dislike it. It's the one on the left, not the right. And until...
Pointed to their right, though.
It's the one on the left and not the right. It's the one on the left and not the right.
That's okay.
It's something like this.
You can dislike it too, that's okay.
If you really didn't like it, dislike it. So I know. But thank you, everyone. Thanks for sticking along. I dare you to try this. And until next week, goodbye. Happy ramen.